You know it's a good week when Meghan Markle breathes, and the media finds a way to make it a headline. But this time she didn't just breathe. She went barefoot, and apparently that was enough to make royal traditionalists faint faster than a corgi spotting a vacuum cleaner. Vogue recently featured Meghan's love for walking barefoot, calling it part of her grounding practice. And let me tell you, the world reacted like she had just rewritten the royal rulebook, which, honestly, she kind of did. Because Meghan's choice to ditch the designer heels isn't about rebellion. It's about liberation. It's a message that says, I'm done performing, I'm just living. For years, Meghan's been portrayed as the outsider who does things differently. Translation, she's human. The British establishment isn't used to that. They want royal women to glide, smile, wave, and keep their emotions locked up tighter than the crown jewels. Meghan said, "Thanks, but no thanks. I'll be over here recharging my soul, barefoot, happy and free." Now, let's be real. Anyone who's ever walked on grass knows that magical feeling. It's grounding, calming, and healing. It's what therapists charge you for, and Meghan's out there doing it for free in her backyard. Meanwhile, some palace aide somewhere is sweating through their suit like, "But what about the protocol?" Sweetheart, the only rule that matters is peace of mind, and Meghan's got it. The beauty of this story isn't just that she took her shoes off, it's that she did it unapologetically. For a woman who's been criticised for everything from breathing to blinking, that's powerful. Every barefoot step she takes is a soft clapback to every tabloid that tried to paint her as too emotional, too American, too different. Meghan's out here saying, "Different works for me." And Vogue didn't frame it as a scandal. They framed it as a statement. That's progress. For years, the same media that mocked her for breaking protocol is now realizing she was just ahead of her time. She turned comfort into confidence, calm into couture, and peace into power. Let's not overlook the symbolism here either. Barefoot Meghan isn't rejecting luxury, she's redefining it. True luxury isn't about diamonds or designer shoes. It's about freedom, wellness and authenticity. The real glow-up isn't external, it's spiritual. You can buy a tiara, but you can't buy peace. Now imagine the scene. Montecito sunshine, a garden full of citrus trees, the smell of lavender in the air, and Meghan walking barefoot, radiating calm. You can almost hear the birds whispering, "Sis is thriving." It's giving divine feminine energy. It's giving soft power. It's giving, "I survived the British tabloids, and now I'm moisturised and grounded." Of course, the pearl-clutching crowd couldn't handle it. Some royal commentators acted like she was committing high treason by not wearing shoes. But that's what's so funny. The same people who defend 18th century traditions are suddenly experts on footwear etiquette. They can't stand the fact that Meghan can command global attention just by being herself. No palace balcony required. And let's be honest, there's something poetic about it. The monarchy has always been about hierarchy. It's just vibing. Barefoot, blessed, and booked. And let's not forget the science behind it. Grounding, or earthing, is proven to reduce stress, improve ornia. Now, Vogue is praising her for being the definition of wellness and mindfulness. Guess who was right all along? Meghan didn't change. The narrative did. She just kept being herself until the world caught up. And somewhere out there, you just know a certain Duchess in London is probably thinking, maybe I should try that too. We wouldn't be surprised if next week there's a barefoot Duchess photo shoot coming out of Kensington Palace. You know, for wellness reasons. Bless her heart, imitation really is the sincerest form of flattery. What Meghan's doing is rewriting what it means to be royal in the 21st century. She's showing that empathy, emotional intelligence and self-care are strengths, not weaknesses. She's showing that being grounded, literally and spiritually, is the new mark of leadership. And she's doing it all while raising 2 kids, running charities and minding her own business. Icon behaviour. Let's call it what it is. Meghan is the modern woman's duchess. She's the relatable one, the one who meditates, hydrates and sets boundaries, the one who knows her worth and doesn't apologise for it. She's not trying to fit into an outdated mould. She's building her own legacy from the ground up, literally from the ground up. And that's why this Vogue feature hit so hard. It wasn't about fashion, it was about freedom. It wasn't about celebrity, it was about self-possession. Meghan's message is clear. When you stop worrying about pleasing everyone, that's when you truly start shining. So next time someone rolls their eyes at her barefoot walk, remind them, this isn't rebellion. It's peace, it's clarity, it's choosing presence over performance. Meghan doesn't need to prove anything anymore. The crown may represent power, but grounding represents peace, and peace always wins. So here's to Meghan, the woman who made wellness royal, who made authenticity fashionable, and who reminded all of us that sometimes the best way to rise is to touch the ground first. Thank you for tuning in to the Sussex Squad, the place where we celebrate truth, resilience, and a good pair of bare feet. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and tell us. Are you joining the barefoot movement, or are you still team high heel? Either way, stay kind, stay grounded, and as always, stay on the side of good energy. Peace, love, and barefoot power. Fam.